Alright, today we got being attractive is overrated. Now I definitely will say this though. I don't think attractive is definitely like I don't say this. Being attractive definitely isn't a disadvantage in life, but if being attractive is the only like characteristic that you have, as if you don't got no personality, no sort of like source of income, no like fashion sense in general, like if being attractive is just generally like the only sort of thing that you have, then it can definitely be a disadvantage in your life. I just want to let y'all know that my allergies are kind of like acting up right now, so if y'all see me like sneezing and coughing throughout this video, then I'm just letting y'all know that it's just my allergies. I'm not gonna waste y'all time. I'm gonna get right into the video. If y'all like the video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'm gonna get right into this.
I'm not gonna lie, not necessarily being the most desirable person growing up was honestly one of the biggest flexes in hindsight. The appetite for girls my age and older has been there, but alas, my romantic professors were not met in kind. And as a result, a flurry of detestable adjectives would be affixed to my character. Things like lame, corny, dusty, musty, crusty, and worthless subhuman. However, I did not let this define me.
I'm not gonna lie, they're lame, corny, dusty, musty. Like if they start rhyming, I just realize how many like words we like come up with to like define ugly for real. Like the minute you hear that people start rhyming of how chopped you are, then you're definitely unattractive. You're definitely chopped for real. Like if they start rhyming how chopped you are definitely chopped.
Rusty, rusty, and worthless subhuman. However, I did not let this define me. Oh, my reputation with women was always abysmal. I craved interaction with my peers. So I changed and molded myself into a person more palatable, and I saw results that aligned with my goals. Being ugly taught me a few things. It taught me perseverance, adaptation, humility, and self-awareness. Perseverance because you may not be ugly forevermore. Most of the time, you just need to grow into your looks. Continue to go to the gym regularly, or just save up enough money to go to Turkey. Adaptation because people change, and most
you see these eyes right here? Hold on.
Regularly, or just say.
What is up with this? That's gotta be contacts, right? Bro literally got that. He doesn't even got. It's not even just the fact that it's pink. It's like the way, like how pink it is. Like he literally got the eyes of an anime character. Why is he pulling off his shreds though?
Adaptation because people change, and most of the time they don't even know what they really want anyway. If the trend is Y2K, get some Hellstar. If the trend is dreads, just get some. You don't even gotta wait that long. I saw that video. And most of all, nobody can call you ugly if you get a ski mask and dreads. How can I be ugly if Duke Dennis got the same fit on as me? Humility, because you still ugly just because you feel confident.
I feel like hold on.
It's got the same fit on as me.
I feel like people shouldn't like copy. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people shouldn't just copy and paste like what someone already has. Like they should, like, I feel like it's best you just find your own type of style. Like you shouldn't just like copy and paste like what you got. Like you could take what someone already has. Like you can take some inspiration from like the outfits of they wear, but I feel like in my opinion, you shouldn't just like copy and paste what someone already has because it's working out for them. But if it's not working for you, then you're clearly like it's either just not meant for you or you're doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
Humility, because you still ugly just because you feel confident. Don't think you can just post a video of you lip syncing a song trying to be cute. TikTok and Instagram comments are ruthless. You'll tear down everything you work so hard to build up. And self-awareness, because most of the time it's not because you are born ugly. I mean, just look at those lips and don't even try to lick them. Yeah, I just got it. Your nails either look like you never even had them, or they look like you've had them for
Let's see my nails real quick. That kind of cut, but I think they good. Y'all think they good? My hands might be ashy, but I think my nails be good.
way too long. Your shoes are unreasonably dirty. You look like you got dressed in a garbage can. And you really thought I was done? I know you still got them eye boogers with the slobber on your cheek. Don't even try to wipe it off.
Hey, yo, bro. Okay, hold on. Why are you trying to violate me? I got allergies right now, man. What you want from me? What you want from me, bro? I got allergies right now, bro. No, I got allergies, bro. I don't like how you trying to violate me right now. I don't like how you trying to violate me right now, bro. Little boy. I don't like how you trying to violate me right now. Especially when I'm going through allergies right now. That ain't cool.
Nasty, just nasty. You look like you just woke up in school. And speaking of school, don't you dare get caught laughing while someone is getting roasted. With a simple glance at you, they can tell you look like what you've been through. But one might ask, Chef, what's the point of saying all this? A famous man once said, the bigger the suffering, the more the peace. So the arc of your glow up begins. Weeks, months, years go by, and you have become a whole new person. But this new form comes with its own set of challenges. Girls that rejected you have either gained weight and lost points over time, but now want to give you a chance. Or the girls you've always wanted now being within reach. You must resist using the affection you had in the past against you. But that's just one positive outcome. The most likely scenario is that after years upon years of rejection, being ostracized, and more even detestable adjectives being affixed to your character, you will be consumed by it. Red pill, blue pill, black pill, yellow pill. You've gone down a very dangerous rabbit hole in the attempt to rationalize the way things are and how they ought to be, or even worse, you say screw it and start trying to compete in lower ranked lobbies. Being ugly can be a blessing. It can make you less likely to get involved with disingenuous people because you're ugly anyway. There literally is no point to being your friend. Everything isn't given to you, it's earned. You can develop a more niche, grounded personality, and on top of that, you can have a come up story. And
my bossies. Never mind. Okay. I was about to sneeze for a second.
everyone likes an underdog because they can resonate with them. Maybe not in the looks department, but perhaps in other aspects, like finding your confidence, because no one likes to watch things be handed to people. Speaking of getting things handed to you, does this term ring a bell? Pretty privilege. I have experienced pretty privilege firsthand. There was a girl in my kindergarten class that was quite the...
Bro, what? Kindergarten. How do you remember kindergarten? How do you... Well, hold on. I feel like, nah, you gotta be capping. No. How do you remember what happened in kindergarten?
Look, relative to the rest of the class. There was a situation where I was in need of a crayon, and this young lady took it upon herself to indulge in my crayons, which I obviously permitted because in my eyes, she could do no wrong. However, she equipped a crayon that I was in the need of. So when she put it down to use another crayon, I took it as an opportunity to retake what was once mine. She looked at me with those hazel eyes, putting me in a hypnotic state. However, the intention of her gaze was not to bashfully bewilder. On the contrary, it was an intensely vindictive stare.
Bro, how do you remember? Hold on. No, he has to be lying. He has to be capping. He has to be lying. How do you remember what happened in kindergarten? Bro, I can't even remember what happened in middle school. How do you remember what happened in kindergarten? I can barely remember what happened in my middle school. How do you remember what happened in kindergarten? It's like, did you gain a conscience? Like, how early did you gain a conscience to remember what happened in kindergarten? Or like, did this moment just traumatically hurt you so bad that it just comes back to you like second nature or something like that? Like, he has to be lying. There's no way.
And her intentions were written all over her face. She raised her hand to alert the teacher. Chef took my crayon. I immediately sobered up and instantly attempted to defend myself in light of these claims. No, Miss K, that's not true. I would never steal from her. Chef, you always making trouble. I remember when you broke into my desk trying to steal some more animal crackers. That's why we all call you Big Back Chef. But Miss K, no buts. Give her the crayon back right now. I failed in defending myself, but I can't blame her. I had the reputation of mischief, and I wasn't exactly the most fashionable person. And on top of all of that, I was dark-skinned. And back then, light skins were still the meta. But as a result of previous other actions...
Oh, Jesus. Okay, there it was. Ugh. Okay. Just ignore that shit. Just ignore that.
That are unrelated, I found myself on Orange. And as a result of the complication I had with this girl, my card was changed to the dreaded Red. It's over.
I got a red card.
My life is ruined. I knew what I had waiting for me at home, and it wasn't
Suspension.
pleasant. So, opposed to forcing the issues, I grieved my behind
Oh,
and held out hope that my mother would hear my plea. School was letting out, and she was coming to pick me up. So, my teacher would take the opportunity to inform her of the trouble I had had today. She made sure to leave out no detail, but when it came to the matter of the crayons, she remembered buying the crayons and telling me not to lose them. And the teacher shuddered. Chef, telling the truth? She then scolded the teacher for not at least hearing me or calling her. I was in shock. I've been spared. I get to keep my butt today. Pause. But from that day on, I am truly embodied.
It's fucking smiling. I was fucking smiling because I had a booger. I had to cough out a booger real quick. Ugh.
The quote, all glitters are not gold. But this is the way of things. Ugly people are very versatile, creating art, music, and YouTube videos. Instead of punishing ugly people for the way they look, put them to good use first. Then assess their value as a human. Being ugly isn't all bad.
Oh, what? Wait, what did that old man just say?
Then assess their value as a human. Being ugly isn't all bad. You made it this far, you might as well subscribe. And if you like videos like this one, make sure to click the playlist or click the one that's suggested to you.
Oh, shit. I'm so fucked. It's allergies. I'm gonna make some tea real quick. That's the end of the video, y'all. If y'all like the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out. Peace.